we will start with our signal. Okay. Uh, so till now, let's say in Angular 16, we initially got signal, but before that, there was only one, or you can say two ways to store the data. One was with your normal TypeScript variable. There we used to store the data. Second one was rxjs. In rxjs, subject, behavior, subject, replace subject. These are the type of observables we have where we used to store the data. Now we have got one more parallel way, that is signal. So don't compare it with RxJS also. Keep it for now just for basic understanding. Compare it with your normal variable. How you are storing the data with your normal variable. Just like that, a parallel system is there to store the data. Okay, but this system is reactive. If a data changes, you can get notified of that. Yeah, data value got changes. Okay, that is the advantage we have. And signal doesn't need the dependency of zone.js. What was happening yesterday, even if variable value was getting changed, but your UI was not showing the updated value. So that thing won't happen with signal. As soon as signal value get changed, UI will show the updated value because it doesn't need zone.js for the change detection. Okay. Now let's see how what we do. So course name, normal variable we declare like this, string equal to Angular. Okay. Then in your HTML, you access like this. In the interpolation, you directly access the variable name. Okay. This is your basic Angular, how it behaves. Okay. Container. Anyone have faced the intro question? They are, I have also faced one time, container and container fluid. The difference between container class and the container fluid class. Anyone faced this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I also didn't know, just I know that spacing was less in container fluid. So, but he was not happy. Okay, try to have that answer in your bucket. Now, so this is how you create a normal variable. This is how you access the variable. In HTML also you access the same, or let's say in constructor you want to access the variable. So constant course is equal to, by using this and then your variable name. This is how you access. Let's say you want to change the variable name also, right? So this dot course name, or let's create another variable. Current roll number colon number is equal to 1 2. While creating variable, I'm assigning 1 2. But in the constructor, I'm going to change this. So this dot current roll number is equal to 114, like this, right? This is what happens with your normal variable. This is how we create normal variable. This is how we access. This is how we change the normal variable. Now, as I said, a parallel system is there. What is signal? Why do we create a variable? To store the data, right? So a parallel to this, we have signal now, which allows us to which help us to store the data. Okay. So syntax and how do we access everything is little bit different. Sorry, be on mute if you're not talking. Okay. Now, how do we create a variable? How do we create a signal? Let's say course duration is equal to. Now here you can directly provide the signal value. So it's kind of a variable only, but in this variable, what type of data you are storing? So that is signal. Okay. Now round bracket. What it expect? What it expect?
Number.
Initial value.
Initial value, na? See now over here. Okay. When you create a variable, you assign some value, initialize value, same like that. Here also, see in signal also, you can some initialize the value. Like this. This is how you create a signal. You created a variable, but in this variable, instead of directly storing a normal variable, what you stored? A signal value. So see over here, in course name, string, roll number, number, Course name C. What is the data type of this course duration?
String.
No.
Writable string.
Writable signal. See na after colon. See over here. After colon, what it is? String. Colon number. Just like that over here. What is it? Writable signal.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So let's say is batch active colon. You can give the data type also. Writable signal. What is writable signal? So value can be changed. Boolean is equal to signal true. Like this. Okay. Just like how you are creating a variable with proper data type now, same way you can create it over here also. This signal is writable signal, means we should be able to change the signal. We have read only signal also. Okay. So but this signal value we are allowing to change. So that's why writable signal. If you don't provide any data type, by default it is writable signal only. You can provide the data type like this also. Strongly typing. What we are doing it over here, providing the data type. Same way you can do it over here also. Understood? This is how you create a signal. This is how you create a normal variable. How do you access it? Okay. You can mute guys. Okay. Now normal variable we access like this, directly variable, but signal we access as a method. Consider it like a function. See, it is saying course duration is a function, but it's not a function, right? See the warning what you are giving. Course duration is a function and should be invoked like this. But course duration is not a function, na? It's a signal. But whenever you have to access a signal, you access it like a function. You invoke it like this. Okay? This is the difference. Normal variable you directly access like this, but in case of signal, you have to access it like a function, like it is a function. You have to invoke it. You have to execute it. That is the difference with the signal. Clear? This is how we access the signal.
Sir, now we are completely shifting to the signal, like in the coming Angular projects.
Yes.
So how can I declare like that data type without writing writable signal boolean? Can I declare without uh, writing writable?
Yeah, we have done it over here. See, we didn't provide
There
any
we
data.
there we are not declaring any type of data type.
With normal variable also, you do the same thing, na? You can do like this, right?
Yes.
Same way over here also. Okay. Either you can provide a proper data type or you can directly assign the value also.
If you want to provide the data type, we need to write writable signal as boolean, like in like line number 16.
Yeah, whatever data type, boolean, string, whatever data type you are going to show, that you will declare over here. Just like over here, nothing different. Here also we declare the data type. Na? Same way over here, just it is writable. Okay. Now, so this is how we create a signal and this is how we access, this is how we assign this is how we read a signal value as a method. Okay. Now, what if I have to change the variable signal value? Okay. Let's say we create a button dot call to button change duration. Okay. Now I have a button. On click of button, I need to change the duration value. Okay. So click on duration change. Let's create this function. Now over here, this dot your course duration, that is your signal, equal to you cannot use because it's a signal. So we have method like set and update. See, set and update. Signal, if you want to change the value of the signal, you have two methods, set and the update. Okay. For now, we will just see the set. Update I will explain tomorrow. We need two sessions for signal. One first session we will just cover the basic one. In another signal we will cover all our advanced things. Okay. Now when we assign it was 3 months. After that, let's say 2 months and 1 week. Okay. Now we are calling this function over here. So this is how we change the signal value. If I click, see, variable value got changed. Understood? So this is how you create a signal. This is how you access a signal. And again, let it be. If you think like in .ts, how do we access? Same way. Okay. This dot course duration as a signal. Either either you want to access a signal in HTML or .ts. This is how you will access as a method. Okay. Clear everyone? This is the very basic of your signal.
Can we assign null or empty string
Yeah.
to signal?
Just like over here, as I said, na, what we do with normal variable. Here also we can assign undefined, null, empty. Same way over here also. Clear all? How do you create a signal? How you access a signal and how you change the signal value by using set method.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, city list is equal to signal round bracket. You can store array also. Okay. This is your array signal. You can obj signal round bracket curly bracket name. Okay. So you can store any type of data, boolean, string, number, array, anything, even null, undefined also. You can assign any type of data in your signal. Okay. Now here, let's say we have to access your what do we say? Let's say I want the second city name. I want to print Nagpur over here. This is the signal, so we will access as a method. You got whole array, then square bracket one. You will get second element. Okay. Same way in a variable also we are doing the same thing, right? So here just this extra thing is there around bracket. Okay. Call to student object. Again, it's a signal dot name. Everything stays the same, but before accessing round bracket. Clear? This is very basic of your signal. How do you create? How do you store various data? And how do you access? Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Having any question? Everyone knows this before? Had a little bit of idea? Anyone saying for the first time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, why we need the signal? Okay. Now, this course name variable, we have this course name variable, which is a normal variable. Okay. Now, what I want to do, just in set timeout, after 3 seconds, I will change this variable. Instead of directly putting into the constructor, and let's first say this also. Course name variable, I'm assigning Angular. Okay. Here directly I'm assigning reactjs. Okay. While creating variable, I have assigned Angular. But in constructor, I'm changing the variable value to reactjs. Okay. Not inside your constructor. Okay. Not inside set timeout. Inside the constructor only. See now. It is showing reactjs only. Okay. Let me reload and show you. See, original variable value is Angular, but we are changing it to reactjs. So UI is showing the reactjs. Okay. This is perfectly fine and makes sense also. Now, if I move this variable inside set timeout, now set time is a synchronous code or asynchronous code?
Asynchronous.
Asynchronous, right? Because it gets sent to the different callback, it will wait for some time and then it will again execute, right? So this is asynchronous code. Now see what happens. It is showing Angular, the original variable value. After 3 seconds, your set timeout got executed. This is original variable value. Now I'm changing it to reactjs. Variable value got changed. Continue. But in UI, it is still showing the Angular. This is strange, right? Previously, it was working fine when this line was not in the set timeout. See one more time. If you don't have this line in the constructor, it worked perfectly fine. See, it is showing the reactjs. Okay. But if I move that inside the constructor and after 3 seconds, if I'm changing the value, UI is not showing the updated value. It is showing the old value only. Angular, it is showing, okay, variable value got changed, but UI is not showing the updated value. Clear? What is the reason? Because from Angular 21, by default, all our applications are zoneless. We don't have zone.js in Angular now. So that change detection doesn't happen. Whenever some variable value is getting changed from a asynchronous code, either set timeout, set interval, your API call, wherever you are changing the variable value from a asynchronous code, UI won't be able to detect the updated value. Clear now? Till now? Okay. Now then what is the solution? Right? This will be very wrong. If the variable value is getting changed, it is not displaying the updated value. So this is the major blunder, right? That is the power of Angular key. Whenever variable value get changed, UI was showing the updated value. We didn't had to do anything to refresh the UI. Okay. So to solution to this is because they have removed the zone.js, but they have introduced the signal. Okay. Now over here, I'm creating one more set timeout. And that will be after 5 seconds. Okay. After 3 seconds, we are changing the normal variable value. After 5 seconds, we will change our course duration. Initially, it is 3 months. So this dot course duration dot set, and I will say 5 months 2 weeks. Okay. Initial variable value is 3 months. After 5 seconds, I'm changing it to 5 months and 2 weeks. Now see what happens. My normal variable value got changed, but it is not there. Here you can see, let's add some more time, 6 seconds. Okay. Let's pay attention properly. I'm removing the debugger. Angular 3 months. After 3 seconds, Angular would have changed by reactjs. After 6 months, after 6 seconds, see signal value got changed. So it rendered it, and the original variable value also got changed now. Whatever the latest value we had, that got changed. Let's add a debugger one more time. Here also, let's reload. So original variable and the signal, your 3 second. Okay, variable value got changed. After 6 seconds already happened because we added the debugger. Then you are still, you can see the variable value didn't get changed. As soon as we change the signal, original variable, normal variable and signal both are updated now. Getting it? So whenever there is a change in the signal, your UI will update, re-render. Okay. Whenever there is a signal value change, your UI will update. So that's why it was showing the updated value for the course name also. Again, your UI got re-rendered. Whatever the new value it has, it will show.
Full UI, right?
Yeah, full UI. That's why here
Okay.
also we are able to see the updated value.
हाँ जितने भी चेंजेस होंगे वो रिफ्लेक्ट होंगे फिर
Yes. Whatever new value we have, that will show. Understood? So if you have a normal variable, and again, this is not for your old project. In old project, it will work the same, whatever you know till now. But from Angular 21 or in Angular 19 also, if your project doesn't, while creating the project, you said, I don't want zone.js. In older project, we used to get the warning while creating. Do you want to create zoneless app? So if you want to say yes, this is the behavior. Otherwise, normal. But from Angular 21, by default, your Angular app doesn't have a zone.js. It is zoneless app. So whenever your variable value gets changed, if it's a normal variable and if your variable value is getting changed from asynchronous code, then UI won't be able to update the new value. But if you are changing the signal from the async code, UI will be able to fetch the updated value. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Uh, Then what is the use? It was much easier na then.
but
Where
zone.js is a third-party library. It's not from Angular. What was happening with change detection, right? Whenever your variable value get changed, UI was able to detect the updated value. That was happening because of zone.js. Whenever after every chain detection, zone.js was coming into picture. It was doing his thing, right? It was taking some time. Okay. So now with the signal, you don't need that computation time checking the previous value, updated value. You don't need that thing. So your application runs faster, right? Don't consider like we have created some 5 to 6 variable and we are binding it. Consider a big component we have where you have 4,000 or 3,000 number of lines. So many variables are there that you are using, right? So consider that scenario. Zone.js was taking so much time. I don't know, like, so when that signal initially they have introduced, so in their, they do that, what do we call?
17 Angular from Angular 17 they have
Yeah,
introduced.
but before they release the version, they do some live.
Hmm.
Okay, so there they have shown the practical example with network tab. If you have a project and in that in one of the component you have so many number of variables and all the variables you are using, how much time it takes to reflect on the UI. And then same application with the zone.js, without zone.js, with the signal, right? So around 3 to 4 seconds they were able to save. Getting it? So with signal we are talking about the performance because external library dependency is not there right now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
सर तो अब हम सारे वेरिएबल सिग्नल के थ्रू ही कॉल कराते हैं या
It's not
फिर
like that. If you have created a variable and that variable you are not going to use in your HTML, just for some computation you are going to use. So why you have to go for signal? You can go with normal variable also. But the variable value, whatever the variable value you want to store, and that value you are going to access in the HTML, and that value is supposed to change from asynchronous code. Okay, then you can go for a signal.
ओके सर
Got it?
यस सर
सर सिर्फ वेरिएबल्स के लिए या फिर फंक्शंस के लिए भी है सिग्नल?
Like SIP variable. Okay, clear everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when your variable value get changed, do you know? Do you get to know that variable value get changed? Let's say you have 4,000 line of code. In your component, you have 4,000 line of code. Currently, we just have 42. Let's say 4,000 line of code is there, and this variable is changed from around 20 functions. So, is there a way that will let you know कि yeah, course name value got changed? Is there a way that will let you know that yeah, this variable value get changed? Let's say if I say you, okay, whenever you have a course name variable change, you have to change the duration also. There should be some change in the duration also, or some another variable. Means if this variable value change, you have to change another variable also. Every time, whenever there is a change in this variable, you have to write some code. How you will do it? With normal variable.
This dot.
Hmm?
चेक करते रहना होगा कि वैल्यू चेंज हुई है ना,
Right? Everywhere, whenever you are
Hmm.
changing the variable value, after this immediately you have to write that code.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
In this function also, let's say here you are changing your course name variable value. Again, you will call that logic over here, or you can move this into a different function, and that function you will call it over here. Correct?
Yes.
So consider like 20 times you have. So after whenever you are changing that variable, or 20 times you have to run this function. Correct? There is no dynamic way, or there is no proper way to identify कि a variable value got changed. Correct? And let's say that variable value you are changing from your what do we say, text box. Again, you have to implement that ng model change, then you will get to know. Right? So this is not a feasible solution. But with Signal, Signal, the major advantage, it's not Signal like we use just to store the data. It is reactive. Okay. Where do we use reactive word again?
Forms.
RHS.
Yeah, form we have. Apart from form, where do we use reactive word?
rxjs.
RHS.
rxjs. Okay. Right. So if you have a observable, and if that observer value got changed, how do you get to know? If you have a subject and that subject value get changed, how do you get to know? Come on, no one is fresher in Angular. If you have a subscribe, na?
Subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe to the value changes. Whenever there is a value change, you subscribe,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? So same way over here, we have something effect. Okay. Let's say this course duration. If there is a change in course duration, I need to write a code on it. So what you do in constructor, effect. Okay. Constant new course name first char. So whenever there is a change in the course name, I want to extract the first character of it. Then I might do some code about it. So this dot course name, sorry, course duration. Na? Whenever there is a change in course duration, I want to get the first character, just a normal scenario we are taking. Duration, first character. So this dot course duration dot caret, from the string we can get it by using caret. Okay, I will add a debugger over here. Now this course duration, we are changing from over here, and we are changing from over here also. So 2 times I am changing the course duration value. Okay. Now see. On the initial load also effect got called. Okay. And I'm able to get the 3 value. Again, from this set timeout, I'm changing the course duration. See, again my effect got called, and I'm able to get the new value 5. Okay. If I click on this, again my effect got called. I got the new value. Let me again clear it. I will remove this debugger. I will add a debugger over here also. Let's create one more button. I'm creating one more function. Set new duration. Here I'm passing the new function. Set duration. Okay. Here I'm making it 6 months. So my course duration signal value is getting changed 3 times. One from the constructor, one from this function, and one time more from this function. Okay. So my signal value is getting changed from 3 different positions. So see how many times my effect will execute. It will execute on the load first time. Okay. See on the first time course duration value is your 3 months. That is the initial value. After that set timeout. From the set timeout your variable value got changed. Okay. So at this time 5 months. Okay. Now on these 2 functions also I'm changing the variable value. So if I click it over here, so I'm changing my course duration. Once the course duration value get changed, again my effect got executed. See 6 months I got. I'm clicking on this button. From this button also I'm changing the course duration. As soon as my course duration value get changed, again my effect will execute. Understood? So there is a dynamic way in signal. Whenever there is a value change, your effect will execute. Okay. Now how many effects we can have? Any number of effects. Let's say if this course value change, you need to do 2 things. One, you can put it over here. Another, you can put it over here. So when this effect will execute, in this effect, we are using just this signal. But let's say in this effect, you are using another signal also. Okay. Let's say simply console also. Console.log. What is the other signal? Let's say is batch active. Here it is. Okay. Now in this effect, I am using 2 signal, is batch active and the course duration. Either of the any signal value get changed, my effect will again execute. But this effect will trigger only if this variable value, if this signal value get changed. So in your effect, how many signal you are using? If any of the signal value get changed, your effect will execute. Understood?
The effect, like for example, we have course duration here, and let's say course name was also another signal only.
Yeah.
So for one effect I have for course duration and one effect I have for course name.
Hmm.
So only if my course name is changed and not the duration,
Still
so
it will execute.
still it will, like all the effects will execute.
Yes. If you're, it's not like, don't think too much.
Hmm.
See, in this effect, you are using 3 signal. If any of the signal value get changed, your effect will execute. Understood?
But I'm not using course name, right, in this?
Ha, array, that's what I said, na.
Hmm.
If you are using 3 signal, if any of the signal value get changed, your effect will execute.
Yeah, but let's say the signal that I'm updating is not used in that particular
It
effect.
won't
So,
execute, na. That's what I'm
that's
saying, na.
yeah.
Either you say this or vice versa. What I'm
Hmm.
saying, if you are using 3 signal, when this will
Hmm.
effect will execute, if any of the signal will change, doesn't
Hmm.
other signal change or not, I don't know. Getting it?
Okay.
Okay. This signal will execute only if this variable signal got changed. This signal, this effect will execute if this variable, this signal got changed or this. Any of it. Clear, everyone? This is effect. Those, anyone knows reactjs?
Yes, sir.
What is parallel thing we have in reactjs?
Use effect.
Use effect. Okay. But in use effect, we have dependency. Here we don't have that. Here it works like inside whatever the signal you are using, whenever there is a change, it will execute. There we provide the dependencies. Understood?
The signal is similar to that use state,
If
like
yes, use state only. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. If you now learn Angular na, and if you understand Signal, React is not very new to you. You will feel familiar. Yeah, in Angular also we do the same thing. Okay. Again, with the rise of AI, everyone should, these companies are expecting, yeah, you should understand React too, even Next.js too. Okay. Clear all? Okay. Now, to change the signal, we have two ways, set or update. Okay. So set we have seen. Now update. In this, quickly, list. In the city list, we have stored our array. Okay. Now, let's say we have a button. And on that button click, I want to add new city. Yeah, was add city. Okay. On click of add city, click add city. So see again, do signal properly. Okay. Signals are very confusing. This is something new. In those who are currently giving interviews, everyone is going to ask you signal. So make sure your basics are very clear according to the signal. What is signal? How do we create a signal? How do we access? How do we update? Okay. And do it practice. Then only you will get confidence. When I'm teaching, it looks easy, but when it comes to explanation, you won't be able to do it if you have not done the practice. Okay. Now, so to change the signal value, we have two functions, set and update. Set, okay, to see what happens with city. Let's say in this function, this dot city list dot set. In the city list, what we had array. So obviously we have to pass it. Let's say Thane. Okay. I'm adding a new city to my array. We didn't print it. Let's print the whole. Okay, here I'm printing the whole city. Pune, Nagpur, Mumbai. Okay, on click of add city here. So what we are doing in my signal city, I'm adding a new city, Thane. So what it should do? What it should do? What will this?
Update, like, but this will replace the entire array, probably.
Okay, because see now what you are passing a new array with one value. So it will replace the original one and it will only consider the new value. Understood?
Yes.
Your old value got lost. So this is not correct, right? We want to persist the old value and plus add a new value. So to do that, what you will do first inside this function constant, you will get old value, old array. This dot your city list. You got the old array. Now in this old array, you will push it. Thane. Now here you got the new array with the updated value. Then this array you will pass it over here. Okay. Let's see if it solve our issue or not. So we extracted, we created a new variable, there we stored the existing array. Then we push our new element. So now we got new array with Thane, and that we are passing to store. But still it is not showing. Okay, but if I click on another button, acha, it doesn't show still. So ideally it should have worked, right? Or let's try to wrap it up in set timeout. Instead of doing it immediately, after 2 seconds we will try to implement it. Okay. Still it doesn't change. We are fast. Signal value got changed, but in UI it is not showing updated. How come? And instead of this, no, it was showing updated. Signal value is getting changed.
Yeah, effect method.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's reload one more time. If I click on it, continue. So if you check this city list, see, means your variable value got updated. Your array has a new value. Thane got updated. But in UI it is not showing it. I'm trying to understand why it is not showing Thane. Should show.
HTML में हम लोगों ने सिर्फ इंडेक्स में 1
नहीं पूरा प्रिंट किया.
ओके सर.
See why it is not showing it. Let's try to bind it.
सर ओल्ड एरे हमने वो नहीं किया ना, मतलब में चेंज हो रहा है.
नहीं हुआ ना चेंज, वही तो दिखाया मैंने.
न्यू वैल्यू ओल्ड एरे में ऐड किया ना हमने.
हाँ.
वहां पर हम यूज कर रहे हैं सिटी लिस्ट.
Wait, let's try this. Reload. Okay. By default we have 3. On click of add. Now it is showing. And why in interpolation there was an issue. That's why I tried this. See, your signal value was getting changed because of this. But UI, it was not showing the updated value. Okay.
Why exactly was it not showing the updated value?
I also don't know. But I remember that. That's why I tried this. Okay. Now, so if you have an array or object and you are changing that array or object value like this by extracting it, then updating it, right? So in interpolation, at least it was not showing. Okay.
सर
For
और
doing
इंटरपोलेशन ऐड कर ओल्ड एरे यूज कर सकते हैं.
wait, now let me complete. Okay. So even though let's say you have to update an array, extracting existing value, then pushing it to something, then updating latest value, every time doing this is not a good thing, right? Instead of this, we have update method. So see how does update method work. So this dot city list dot update. Okay, update method helps you to retain the existing value. Okay, to retain the existing value and do something with the new value, because it won't erase the existing value plus whatever new you are doing, and then it will combine the new. Okay, so old list. Okay, it's an array na, square bracket dot old list. You are using, why you use spread operator?
To get the full value of the previous.
Top with array, right? What do we say? To get everything what we have existing, right, over here, comma. Okay, Thane. So I'm removing everything. Sorry. Okay. So what we basically did it over here, first we extracted existing array, put it into a normal variable, then we push it, then that new array we push it over here. Instead of doing all this, we could have done it by using update method. So update method helps us to get the old data and the new. So what will be the output of this? Concatenate, right? Join existing data plus Thane. See now. On click of add city, see here also showing, here also showing. Let's remove this. Previously it was not updating over here, right? When we add the UL, it was showing the updated value. Let's try now.
Inside update, we can also push, right? If we don't want to do it like this way,
Array, wait,
like
let me come.
setting.
You're from
Okay.
old batch, right?
Yes.
Wait for some time. Okay.
Hmm.
Other will get confused. One, I don't know, like if anyone of one Viraj was there. Viraj is not there. No? So one Viraj was there in our batch. He was having around 13 to 14 years of experience. He left the batch because of so many questions we are getting in between. I tried to explain him, but anyway, okay. So the reason is old people. I have already mentioned in 2 or 3 times that don't speak up. You already know this thing, so you will have different question. But others are learning this for the first time, right? So if you are asking in between, they might get confused. Wait for your questions to the end. Okay.
Yeah.
So see now, if I click on the add city, I'm using the update method. So initially it is showing immediately. Okay. But that thing was not happening with your array. Well, with this way. See, if I increment this, now the old way, I'm extracting it, then putting into local variable, then updating it. Okay. See, it is not showing the updated value. Even though it is updating, signal value is getting changed, but it is not showing over here. But if it is ULLI, means we are creating a new element. In interpolation, it doesn't work. I also don't know. I have to also check. But if you have the interpolation, then it will show the updated value with this way also. Okay. See, your interpolation is not showing the new value, but in case of ng4, it is showing the new value. Okay. But whatever the problem we had it over here, this won't be there if you use the update method. Your interpolation will also show the updated value. ULLI was your for loop was extracting the new value. See here also and here also. Okay. So whenever you want to update a signal, and in that signal you are storing array and the object. Okay. So you should go, and if you don't want to consider the existing value, then you can use directly set method. Okay, whatever the original city list you had, you don't want to consider, you are immediately going to change the existing value with something new. So you can go for a set method also, that is perfectly fine. But if you want to consider the existing value and do some new change, so you will use update method. Understood? Clear? So for now, don't think too much. Consider, if your normal variable, if you are storing string, number, boolean, date, you can use the set method. In case of array and object also, you can use the set method. But if you want to consider the existing value and do some operation with it, then update it. So you can go for update method. But let's say you don't want to consider the existing value. Okay. Let's say here, I'm adding one more button. Add MP cities. Okay. MP cities. So this dot city list dot set. I'm altogether adding a new value. Bhopal, Indore. See now. So here, what I'm on click of this button, what I'm doing, I'm using the set method to update. See what changed. Okay. But if you want to consider the existing value and do some operation with it and then update the new value, you can go for update method. Understood? Same way happens with your object also. So when we created the object, we had name as Rahul. Let's say I want to change the name. So I'm using the same functions. Okay. So here this dot student object dot update old obj. It's an object, right? Dot old obj. I think round bracket we need to write round bracket and curly bracket dot old obj comma. What we need to change? Name. So name colon new value. Unpick. Okay. This is how we update the value. Old object, and from this object, this is the property I'm changing. Spread operator. And we have to print it also. We are already printing it. Okay. See now. So old value is Rahul. If I click on this button, see Aniket. Got it? But let's say you don't want to consider the existing object. While initialization, you have stored Rahul detail. But let's say on click of the other button, add MPCT, you want to change it altogether. You don't want to consider the Rahul record. So this dot student object dot set round bracket name Omkar city Mumbai. Here looking error. Wait, one property is missing. That's why image. Okay. So you are not considering the existing value. Altogether new values you are passing. That is also perfectly fine. See. Understood? So update and set. Set you will use when you don't want to consider the existing value. Again with array of object only. With normal variable you can do that. Okay. Update you will use when you want to consider the existing value and then do some operation and update the new value. So you will go for update. Understood? Again, don't try to think of various possible and permutation combination. Just let it be till over here only. Okay, as we go move ahead, then you will understand remaining things. You also have to try whatever you are going to ask me. Try that. You will understand. Yeah, this is not possible. This is possible. Okay. So for now, how do you create a signal? How do you access a signal as a method? What is effect does? When it will execute? Set and the update method difference. This only you need to understand properly. Again, there are so many things in signal. Probably we might need 2 more sessions just to complete the signal. We have various types of signal, right? So get this clear, then only remaining things you will understand, because remaining things are very complicated. Computed, link, your input as a signal, output as a signal, view children as a signal. How do we convert signal into observable? So many things are there again in the signal. Those are very advanced, but not sure in interview they won't ask, at least for right now. But after a year, everyone will be so focused in interview just on the signal. That much signal is important right now. So, but at least for now, your basic should be that much clear. You should not be struggling with the basic of the signal. It should be very clear. Okay, what is signal? Why do we need it? How do we use it? Okay, clear all. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
To some extent, yeah.
Yeah, you need practice. Okay. It is not like, even though you understood, if you don't practice and again, well, after 1 or 2 days you try, you will again feel the same issue. Yeah, something is missing. Do practice today only. Okay.
Any task on this?
Variable declaration, whatever we did, right? That same thing you can try with Signal. Try to update the Signal. Whatever we did from JavaScript and in Angular, na, same task you can now try with the Signal.
Okay.
And yesterday also when we do the API integration, UI was not showing, right? Now instead of going for a normal variable, try Signal. Your UI will show updated value as soon as your variable Signal value get changed. Yesterday we had that problem, na API call data we were getting, but in second render it was showing it. But that won't happen in case of Signal. Okay. So those who have practiced for the API call, try to go for Signal instead of normal variable. You will understand. Okay, fine.
Yeah, tomorrow classes are there or for interview or
Interview only.
oh,
Okay. We connected yesterday, so I didn't share the invite with everyone because we yesterday we didn't in the evening we didn't took any topic, but those who are preparing, so we did kind of a mock only on the JavaScript. For now, we completed. I will share the recording again, like everyone is in that other group who are giving interviews. Okay, so just give it a try. So I have asked the question, people have given the answer. Try to see also if you are able to answer the same or not. Okay, fine.
sir, can you upload all the recordings to that links?
Yeah, portal. I will do it. Saturday, Sunday, I will do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Fine.
Which
Yeah.
portal? I don't have portal link.
I will share it. I was not
Okay.
updating anyway, so I didn't share it.
Chetan, I am not in that interview. Some
Chetan sir,
Portal link you don't
Chetan
have?
sir, I am not also logging the portal.
I will share. Let me update it recording, then I will share. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, batch number 32, repeat it.
Yeah. Fine. Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.